I have been advised to and advised that it is not necessary to hire an attorney to help with my visa application. What is your advice?
Do you want to answer one? I feel like I've been answering all the questions.
We always advise working with a visa agent for multiple reasons. One is if you're not fluent in Spanish, it's going to be really hard to interact with the government ministry office because none of them speak English. So that's the first hurdle. The second is a lot of Ecuador and Latin America in general operates on relationships, including the ministry office. And visa agents work with these ministry agents all the time, and they bring them food and presents and stuff, and it greases the skids for the visa process. We have talked to several people that got their visas themselves. However, almost all of them did it years ago when the visa rules were a lot easier to understand and less open to interpretation. It's just a lot more complicated now. So we feel like visa agents are worth their weight in gold. And you don't have to go with the one we recommend. We worked with Gringo Visas for all of our visa needs and had a really good experience with them. A lot of people do. We've also heard bad experiences with them. We've heard horrible experiences with everybody else. So I think it is what it is. I mean, it's an Ecuadorian business, and they operate under Ecuadorian business rules, which is they're just not as responsive. They don't volunteer information. You have to kind of manage the process yourself, meaning follow up regularly, send WhatsApp, don't rely on just email. If you send them a document for the visa process, follow it up with a WhatsApp message, like a text message on WhatsApp saying, hey, I just emailed you this document, let me know if you didn't get it, kind of thing. Because it's just different here, and we can't expect them to behave more like Americans just because they're working with Americans. We need to embrace our Ecuadorian tranquilo when we work with them. We're in their country now.
And it is challenging at times. Another thing to keep in mind, regardless if you're going to hire an agent or not, is that the laws do change. So you definitely need to stay on top of all of that. Your visa agent will stay on top of it, but if you choose to do it yourself, you need to, I guess, work with the embassy, and hopefully they could help you.
Because they change the laws all the time, and at the drop of a hat, and retroactively or not retroactively. I mean, it's just all over the place. And they'll just say it's effective next week. And they changed the laws the day before we filed my visa application at the very beginning. And we had to reschedule because they wanted more documentation that I couldn't get in a day. So I had to reschedule the appointment. It was 3 months to get on the calendar for the next appointment. And I don't know. I just recommend working with an agent. I think it's worth the cost to remove the stress. That's the biggest thing. It sometimes can add a different form of stress when they're not responsive as you think they should be. But like Amelia always says, you have to let go of the outcome and trust in the process.
If you found this video helpful, leave us a thumbs up, please.
And be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because we share a lot of unique and useful information about Ecuador.